I did read their report and some of the scenarios that they cherry picked to try to make it look as good as it possibly could. And then some just misdirection and disinformation, claiming that you're the average family or whatever their cherry picked family of a single mom and two toddlers or something like that was going to save like $30,000 a year. And if you extrapolate that across like all of the like people in the state of Washington, that would be more than our state budget. And so the math doesn't really math for some of their claims, and part of it is because they're not just talking about what's in the income tax bill, but they're talking about what's not in the income tax bill, like Apple Health for Kids, Medicaid, right? And childcare subsidies. But as we already know, those things already exist. And kids are already qualified for them. And so trying to claim savings from an income tax bill that one didn't even have those policy items attached to it at all, but two already exist is completely disingenuous. That's number one. But at the same time, like Republicans, for example, supported, bolstering the working families tax credit. It's something that the Republican caucus has pushed for years and ignored by the majority party in Olympia until just this year. And as a matter of fact, I funded the working families tax credit not through new taxes in my budget framework that I released before the Democrats and the governor back in December through the Climate Commitment Act because that is a very grifty, a program that we're paying for, DEI studies in Africa and drum circles, all sorts of stuff for environmental justice. It's not actually doing anything to lessen the carbon impact we have in our society, but it is hammering Washingtonians with the carbon tax on gas, which is the most regressive tax that we have, bar none. So turning that back around into tax credits for working families seemed like a good move to do for us, but I didn't need to raise holy hell with an income tax to fund the working families tax credit. So it's not that we're against the working families tax credit or some of the, mild expansions of it. We're against wrecking our economy and dousing gasoline and becoming an arsonist of our own economy in order to pay for it.